What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is your girl, the Duchess, Teresa McBride, and you are tuned in to none other than Blues Talk with the Duchess. And my, we do have a special guest here, none other than singer, songwriter, and musician, Mr. Stevie J Blues. Woo! We are so glad to have you on today. To all my people that's watching, we're going to get ready to share just for a few little seconds, and then we're going to jump into the conversation. So you definitely do not want to miss this. Give us about 5 seconds. Let me share. Be here.
Like this shirt.
Oh, thank you. That's my song, I Choose Me.
Is it? I like that.
Thank you. Okay. All right. I just shared. You guys, we are live. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you are tuned in, you are tuned into the right place. Right place. Like I said, we are here with none other than Mr. Stevie J Blues. Now tell everyone where you're from that may not be familiar with who you are.
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. My father was a pastor, and his pastor moved him to Mississippi to expand the church when I was about 6 months old. And so even though I was born in Cleveland, I was raised in Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like I like to ask all my guests that come on, when did you first fall in love with the blues?
The blues?
Yes.
Well, the thing about blues and myself, we've always kind of been somewhat acquainted. You know, my professional career, I started as, probably 18 or 19 years old. I was playing with the Williams Brothers, the Christianaires. Those were my first two professional gigs. And I always kind of loved B.B. King thing. So I had this B.B. King type of playing in my quartet playing.
Right.
I guess that started probably, I was a big Sanford and Son fan. And the episode when B.B. King was featured on Sanford and Son, one of my favorite episodes. So even as a little boy, I used to love the way he made that guitar just twang out, And so I kind of adopted some of that in my playing style in the gospel side. When I met Bobby Rush, somebody took me to his house, and he was looking for a guitar player trying to rebuild his band after the wreck that he had. And he was like, he put a guitar in my hand and said, "You get out there and play something, man." And so I played something. I played my little couple of B.B. King hits, and I, played a couple of hits. He said, "Yeah, you play. You don't know no blues, but you can play." He was like, "You can play. I ain't gonna lie, you play." And so he gave me a cassette tape of his show. And he was like, "I'm gonna be fair to you and be fair to myself. So I ain't gonna ask you to go out this weekend, but you learn this show and be ready for next weekend." I said, So I went home, learned the show. I called him a couple times through the week, had a couple questions, but the next week came up and I came, I was ready to work, and that weekend turned into like 8 years. But to answer, it was in that era where I found the love for the blues. I believe the first awakening that I had of the blues was we did the Cognac Blues Passions Festival in Cognac, France. And I got out, we would get to the hotel, so I got out with Bobby. I was staying whatever hotel Bobby Rush stayed in.
Right.
The Hennessy Mansion. Like, it was like, this is the Hennessy Mansion. Like, I'm over here drinking cognac off the river that they used to bootleg from France, and the blues
Hmm.
got here. I was like, wow, and
There
so
had to
they,
be something.
it was, yeah, it was an awakening from me coming from the mainstream chit circuit gospel acts, the headliners in the chit
Mhm.
circuit, the Williams Brothers, the Cannon Spirits, the Christianaires, Mike Clouds, all of those guys we worked with and were really close with, So from coming
Right.
from into that type of arena, it was an eye opening thing. And then later after the festival, we were walking from the festival going to a club for the after party, and we heard
Hmm.
some guys that was playing and singing the blues, and they had Mississippi dialect. They sounded like they were from Mississippi. So we
Mm.
running, the whole band. It's not just me. The whole band. We running to see these cats. They got to be, from Clarksdale somewhere. And
Right.
person was like, "Oh, okay, some white guys, okay." So on their break, went to talk to them. They couldn't even speak English.
What?
Yeah, they could not even speak English. We had to get an interpreter to let each other know what we were saying. I was like, wow. So we just
Wow.
got invited up on stage, and we just got up and had a jam. They couldn't even tell us what
And
G was.
jam.
They said G. It
Right.
was like, they just started playing. You know,
I
from that
think the
moment,
thing with that is that most people that are from other parts of the world, they can sing in our language, but most of them can't speak the language
right? They
as
emulate the
fluently.
songs. They emulate the songs, and
Right.
they pay very close attention to details,
Mm-hmm.
vocals, phrasing, dialect, uh, the music, the phrasing, the lick. They are so intricate in studying those details of those songs. But yeah, they have you
Mm-hmm.
five folk from Mississippi running, thinking that it's some more people from Mississippi. They sound just like us.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was
Wow.
the moment
And
that
I think.
I told him then, I was like, I'm good. When I get back home, I'm starting blues
Mhm.
back.
Oh
That was
yeah.
2002.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I think the great part about that is that I think it has always been like a for instance people in other countries overseas, they cherish the blues, they cherish the music, and they study it. And so they're always in awe when they see so many different musicians and stuff come from across here, and especially Mississippi,
Especially Mississippi.
so that's to them when they come here, it's an honor for them to come here and meet the musicians in these particular areas, and vice versa. So that
Yeah,
is
because
awesome.
they
That is
really
awesome.
study the history. They really appreciate the
Hmm.
history and the culture far more than the United States appreciate.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. And blues is the the foundation, even with the connection, like you were saying with gospel, a lot of the blues artists that I talk to, or those who sing soul music, a lot of them that I talk to, their background, their starting point is always in gospel.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
The blues is like Willie Dixon. I say it all the time. The blues is the root, and all of the
Hmm.
other music are fruits of their root. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? So
That's right.
if you really think about that, if that statement is true, then if
Yeah.
you're a blues person, you're limitless. You don't have any box to be put in.
No boxes.
Right.
Exactly.
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 Explore
Hmm.
that.
And I think that's the thing when you're able to not confine yourself in a box and you can just create great music,
Yeah,
that puts
yeah.
you at a whole nother level when you're versatile like that.
But now, for so long, I've always had that mindset. Even
Hmm.
2010, our diversity project, it was two albums. It was one side was blues, and the other side was like soul blues.
Hmm.
And I was always discouraged. I was always told you can't do that, or that's not gonna work. You can't. You got to
Hmm.
choose one. And
Hmm.
I never really had anybody that I knew that had the same kind of mindset of versatility with their music until I met Bernard Allison. And I
Mm-hmm.
started touring and working with Bernard Allison, and we just did a tour in Germany top of the year, and he plays everything. Blues,
Mm-hmm.
rock, soul, funk. He give it
Wow.
all. He give it all to you. And he take you
Mm-hmm.
on a ride in his show. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I've been looking for this, bro. I knew it was possible. You can see
Uh-huh.
somebody doing it. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow. Wow. So you started playing at a young age. Huh?
I said somebody with some weight doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you got weight.
So you started playing at a young age. Were you self-taught or did someone teach you?
There was a bunch of stuff going on. I started as the church drummer. I was about 7, 8, and I
Mm-hmm.
played drums because the drummer he got ordained to start preaching. Well, first he was a deacon, so he would play a little drum. Then he go to the
Mm-hmm.
deacon board. Then he started, when he would go to the deacon board, he would say, "Hey, fat boy, come play drum." I'm like, okay. And then when he started preaching, he was like,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hand it over to you. It's your baby now. And I played
Mm-hmm.
drums for the church. I was the church drummer all up until I was about maybe 12, almost 13. And then, by that time I had dropped a couple pounds, and I had started liking the
Mm-hmm.
girl. And so they didn't
Uh-huh.
want to take me out of church because I was too sweaty from playing drums. So I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to play drums. I started sitting back in the back with the girls. You know.
Uh-huh. Just to
Mhm.
stop playing the drum.
I let the drum go. It's too sweaty. It's too much work. I got to find something else.
Uh-huh.
So then I picked up the bass and started playing bass. And then the bass player, he started preaching. So whenever he would get ready to go into the pulpit, he was preaching, he was begging for me. I'd take my strap down
Mm-hmm.
there, the bass, And that went on, Then I finally stumbled upon the guitar and just fell in love.
Wow. Wow. That is awesome. Awesome. So which blues song changed the way that you think about music? Do you have a particular song that just changed your whole mindset on music?
On music or on blues?
Just blues, period.
Yeah, Eric Clapton, "Old Love."
Okay.
Eric Clapton, "Old Love." I love that song. I used to cover that song. I got a new band now. I gotta make sure they get on that. I
Do it
love that song.
again.
Yeah, we gotta bring it back because what I like about that song is it's so non-traditional, but it's
Mm-hmm.
so traditional at the same time. It's like he play a couple chords that's out of the 145 box, and then he come back. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes that
Mm-hmm.
song feel so good. I don't think I've ever heard a song out of the blues genre, in my opinion. This is just my
Mm-hmm.
personal preference. But I don't think I've heard a song in the blues genre yet that 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 compares to that feel. The only one I could think about that's kind of close is Bernard Allison's version of "Serious" that he did from the Allisons. But that's
Uh-huh.
those two songs. It's just some, and they pretty much feel the same. Like what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's somebody
Mm-hmm.
old. It's got a thing on it, man. I love
Right.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
gonna text
I'm gonna have to
you.
check that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out because
Oh, look.
I don't recall if I've heard it. So I
Yeah.
definitely have to check it out.
It's written by he and Robert Cray. That
Mm-hmm.
was on the album that they did together. It's awesome. We did a cover on it on the Malaco All Access thing that we did for Malaco Records. I love that
Mm-hmm.
song. I'm a big Cray fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could sit down with one blues icon, whether they're living or no longer here, and to have a conversation, who would that be?
Junior Wells.
All right.
When you said living or season, because you said
Uh-huh.
living, I had my answer. When you said either or, oh, Junior Wells, man, I
Junior
love
Wells.
Junior Wells, bro. Like I wish I could have got to meet him. I wish I could have
Mm-hmm.
got to know him. It's just something about like when I started playing Bobby, we was listening to CDs and cassettes and stuff. He was telling me what music to get, and so I
Mm-hmm.
started. I first started listening to like Hubert Sumlin and Muddy Waters and Gary Moore, and then
Mm-hmm.
somebody told me about Buddy Guy. Then I found Buddy Guy Junior Wells album, and I caught myself listening to the licks. But every time I listened to Junior, yeah, I said, "Oh, I like that shit right there." Man. It was just bad to me. So then I started looking at videos, stuff, just his charisma, the way he led the
Mm-hmm.
band, the way he did things. Like, oh, that's my dude. So then I
Wow.
started kind of getting more into the stories and the delivery of these stories, looking at Junior Wells, and then I was like, yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So who were you gonna name if you chose the live? Which icon?
Living icon, Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. You would like to sit
I
down
would
and have a
love,
conversation
I
with
would
him?
love to sit and just pick his brain for about 30 or 40 minutes.
Hmm. Wow.
Because as far as
Wow.
like all the other guys, like Eric Gales, Eric and I have worked together when we went down
Mm-hmm.
to B King in New Orleans. Eric was
Mm-hmm.
featured for 2 concerts, and we was his backup band. So then I was in the studio in Memphis, and Eric walked through the door. So I know Eric. Jubal Smith is a good friend of mine. Kingfish is my little brother. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Sharkey, he's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I know all
Yeah.
those. But Eric
Right.
Clapton, I ain't never met Eric Clapton. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. That is awesome. Awesome. So I was seeing that you released a 7-song EP, Juke
Yeah.
Joint Music.
Juke
So
Joint
tell
music.
tell everybody about that. Tell everybody about that.
Well, Juke Joint music is not the blues. Here lately, I've been kind of in a soul blues
Mm-hmm.
vein, like it's been more contemporary soul blues. Not really
Okay.
southern soul, but more soul blues vein.
Mm-hmm.
And Juke music is, to me, I feel it's just 7 songs that focus on the music that we jam to in the South. It's the
Yeah.
sound of the South. I wasn't expecting it to, be a crossover record or, send it to my people. See, it's not that record. But
Right.
down south, oh yeah, just Jam music,
It's
you
that
gonna get
record.
it's that record. Every
Uh-huh.
song is different. No 2 songs are the same,
Mm-hmm.
and every song is special to me as a producer.
Yeah.
And then I got a chance to cover. My mentor was Michael Iron Man Burks.
Mm-hmm.
When before he passed away, he was taking me, introducing me to people. He did the blues cruise. You know what I'm saying? He was introducing me to people
Mm-hmm.
and turn over the jams to me and stuff like that, and kind of put me on before he
Right.
passed away.
That's
I had a really special connection with him, and it
mm-hmm.
only lasted for about maybe a year and a half because then he passed away. I
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to do "Lie to Me." I love that song, so I had a chance to
Mm-hmm.
do it. I actually want to do it on something else that I'm working on the blues era coming in 2027. And the Holy Ghost said, "No, they go better on just on music." So just on
Mm-hmm.
music, I can close out "Lie to Me." Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So I know you said that every song on there is special because you produced it, but when you listen back to the album, is it like what's your favorite? Just listening to the album, what's your favorite?
Somebody asked me that the other day, and that's a hard question because, like I said, these 7 songs right here, they really mean something. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like, uh,
Uh-huh.
example of what I mean is one song on the album I did. on the Quarantine project. That was my first album. It was my first time ever producing where I'm engineering and mixing and all that stuff. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. When I listened back to the Quarantine project, I was like, oh, hell, you know. And now, 2020 was, 5-6 years ago. So now I kind of got my groove in here. I know what I'm doing. So I said I want to revisit, and I revisited going in tonight. And that, what I'm saying, that thing, I love it now. I love the way it is now. I love the feel of it. Each song, like I Love You, so I was at church and Big Al, Big Al. You know Big Al, play guitar? Okay, at the time he and I was in at the same church. And we were talking about King George. At that time, if I had my way, that was, and I told him that ain't nothing but I'll Fly Away. And we started talking about the similarities of If I Had My Way and I'll Fly Away. And he was like, bro, you sure right. I said, yeah, he got a method down there. And he said, bro, you got to do that. You got to do that to one of the Jews songs. I looked at him upside his head and I said, man, that's probably the smartest thing you see in your life right there. So all through church service, I was trying to figure out if I was to do Pilgrim Jubilees, and I love the Pilgrim Jubilees, they were my guys, we toured together a lot, right. If I was a Pilgrim Jubilees song, what would it be? All in church. I had 2 services. I'm still thinking about what Jews song could preaching and hooping and everything. I'm like, damn, I can't do We the People. That's just too. Damn, I can't do this too gospel. And then on my way home, somebody said, I love you. It's like, I love you. Yes.
It connected.
So I got home, man. I got here and started working on that. That song was done, man, in probably 5 or 6 hours. Ready. So it's so many favorites. But if I have to say, can I choose? Okay. So if I had my top 2, that's hard too. Now I had to leave Juke joint out. But my top 2, we gonna automatically say Juke. This is a single, so we ain't gonna talk about Juke. But I Love You and She Wanna Dance. I'm gonna say those are my favorite 2. Now, She Wanna Dance, the story is it was on Sir Charles's compilation album in 2019, The Family. So he was on this compilation. At that time, he was like, "Bro, we need a song on Fat Daddy." I'm like, okay, let's just do something for him. He was like, "Well, yeah, write something for him, bro. We just whatever you write, you know what I'm saying? We'll make it work." I was like, okay. So what I did is I recorded 2 songs and I sent them to Charles. I knew I was going to be on the compilation and I knew Fat Daddy was on it. So I said, here's 2 songs. Which one you want me to do? Which one you want Fat Daddy to do? And he listened and he was like, bro, I love both of these songs. He was like, but I think that Living Here is going to be more you because of the story. And he was like, that Fat Daddy had, at the time, I think it was Real Dance or something like that because, he a party guy. So they kind of fit y'all personality. Okay, cool. So we did. Everything was cool. And Living Years ended up getting more play off that compilation than any song on that compilation.
Wow.
But when they got ready to record Fat Daddy, I had came back to Jackson. And so it left Charles and Fat Daddy in the studio to cut vocals. Well, you don't want to leave 2 singers, in the studio. In the studio, somebody got to calm them down and say, man, you ain't level, But what they did was cool. But I think, in my opinion, as a writer, what I had, they kind of lost the feel. Too much singing and not enough rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I had it kind of like a James Brown feel with just riding through. and this dude hung his butt off on it. So it was like it was cool, but it was too far, contrast from what we
Too
wanted
far
to go
gone from what you originally was trying to get.
as the writer of the song. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, it's cool, whatever y'all want to do. And so when the juke joint music came out, when I was getting ready to do juke joint music, I said, you know what? I'm gonna revisit this song. So I went back to the original demo and just mixed it. That's a demo that I just mixed. You know what I'm saying? And put it on, and it feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's got that groove. It'll make you want to
groove to
you know
it.
What I mean?
Yeah. That you was looking for. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As a writer there, I had wanted to be a certain way, you know what I mean?
I used to tell everybody when I was so excited, when I started in 2011 and we met that time and I saw you performing and you gave me the opportunity to write 2 songs for you. I tell you, as a beginning artist, that's just a highlight that you're able to be able to finally write for someone else. So I always tell you thank you for that.
You wrote Let Her Ride in
yeah. And it was something
Hamilton took sound and song.
That yeah.
Oh my God. I gotta get another song with you. I remember and I know what I'm doing in here. Weekend Love. We gotta do something.
Yeah. Weekend Love and Let Her Ride, boy. I was so excited about that. I was like, now I was already calling myself a songwriter, but you was like the first person that I ever wrote for that had asked me to write. So that was awesome.
And those songs are on top of the album, both of them. And that was the first album that Music Access did as a record label. I was one of their first artists. Yeah. Didn't know what the hell they were doing either then. I guess they got it together now.
What they say? What they say? You just keep on trying, you'll get it.
Right, you get it. Yeah. Trial and error.
They didn't know what they was doing.
You know what I'm saying? But they got it together. Now shout out to Music Access. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're pushing out heat.
So you host your own show, Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol, yeah. I'm a internet DJ.
All right.
We own currently 3 networks. The 3 networks in a radio station. Isaac Network and WAGR Lexington, Mississippi. KJ Moneytime Radio. Standstill Tulies on 365 Live. So these are our affiliates. And Big 704 in Charlotte, North Carolina. These are our affiliates, and it's 2 sets. Just 2 hours of soul music. It don't matter, soul, R&B, pop, as long as it's soul, we fit it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is awesome. Shouts out to everyone who is joining us in the chat. I see you guys up there. We thank you for tuning in. If you're not familiar, we have none other than Stevie J Blues here. Oh yeah, we have Stevie J Blues in the house. So thank y'all for joining us on today here on Blues Talk with the Duchess. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. Great conversation. I'm loving these stories as well.
Absolutely. You caught me on a good night because I feel mighty chatty this evening.
Look, but chat away. Listen, when you think about music, we can say music as a whole, or we could say soul music or blues music and things like that. What direction do you see this music going in, like in the next 10 years?
You know what? I was tired. I had that conversation with somebody this weekend. There's so much talent that's evolving Southern soul, R&B, neo soul, and these
Mm-hmm.
people are talented. It's some talented singers
Yeah.
coming around, and especially in Southern soul. Like I can name 10 of them off the top of my head that could sing
Uh-huh.
anybody.
It
You know,
is.
and so it's
Mhm.
refreshing to see that. My only concern is because see, I've been around so long. You know what I mean? I've seen
Mhm.
things.
You've seen
Uh,
it. Mhm.
yeah. My only concern is that I hope that as far as the Southern soul blues industry, I hope that they embrace the thought of uh, growing into a mainstream elevation and not
Uh-huh.
reject it as the quartet community did. I saw the
Mhm.
quartet community reject their chances at mainstreaming that community. They
Mhm.
had the soul seekers, on the quartet scene. They're big quartet lovers, but these guys are mega R&B producers. You talk about Warren Baby Doug, Teddy Campbell, Jules
Mhm.
Smith, Eastside Stewart.
Mhm.
You need these people. You need them to mainstream your genre. So you
Uh-huh.
don't get them the coach show. You know,
That's
I
right.
was I was doing a show. It was a Blues I Write to us years ago with Willie
Mhm.
Clayton on Saturday night. Uh, then somebody called me and asked me could I go. We were in Dallas and we were
Mhm.
somewhere around Shreveport, and somebody called me and asked me could I do a show in Dallas today. I was like,
Mhm.
well, I just left Dallas. I'm on 20. And they were like, hey, stop. I think we stopped in Grambling. We stopped Grambling. I got on one bus and went to the other. And
Oh Lord.
yeah, it's like go right back to Dallas with the Jackson Airs. And Rance Allen was on the show headline.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, cool, man. It's good to see, this quartet community got a headliner like Rance Allen. Man, I'm thinking they're gonna go network with Rance and really show, what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Man, I saw all of those major quartet groups crank up their buses when Rance came on and drove off that lot. I'm talking
Oh
about it.
wow.
It probably was 6 or 7 buses, and they all followed each other out of there. I said, "These some
Wow.
dumb people." You know what I'm saying? This
That
is
was
your
their
chance.
chance.
This is your chance to
Uh-huh.
make that thing. Get some pictures. Take some. You know what I'm saying? Get there. Talk about a tour. Get some stuff going on. And
Mhm.
after that, I was like, wow. And the next thing, when I saw the Soul Seekers over there, and I saw the reception that they was getting, and people saying everything they saying on social media, I was like, Lord have mercy. I
Wow.
just hope and pray that the Southern Soul community don't do that because I'm seeing the Southern Soul community take over a lot of the places that Quartet used to
Mhm.
be big at, especially in North Carolina and South Carolina. I used to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
Florence, South Carolina at that auditorium, whatever it was, and it would be 10 to 12 groups on the show, and they would call it the
Mhm.
Blockbuster
Mhm.
Quartet. It was a huge thing in the name. But that same building, I was there in 2018, and it was at Sir Charles and Tucker. They had the
Mhm.
same artists, same amount of people, two artists.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I just really hope because I'm seeing people like Neo coming on doing the country southern
I
soul.
saw that. I was like, wait a minute. Neo has
Yeah.
a Southern Soul song out. And it was somebody else that I saw recently.
Oh yeah. All of them
Besides him.
coming. Yeah,
Who?
all of them coming.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
Coming.
think I think that goes back to like you were talking about, like in order for things not to be taken or taken from us, because we've seen it happen before. I'm just going to be real about it.
Right.
We have to continue to embrace what we have and to hold on to it,
Support it
and don't allow other people to come in and take it.
and take
um
over.
right. And even what you were saying about them not talking to Rance and they went head on, but we see that in blues and soul too.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
you have a lot of the seasoned. I don't want to say older. You have a lot of the seasoned artists that's been out there, and some of the young folks don't, or they don't even stop to even have a conversation. So I think
Yeah.
that's something
Oh,
that
it's
has to be
bad.
changed.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a time thing. I
Mm-hmm.
was recording somebody one time. I can't remember who it was, but this was an artist that, you know what I'm saying, kind of, had a few songs. I would get some stuff going on. And we was talking about Jay Blackfoot. She didn't know who the hell Jay Blackfoot was. Like, how you gonna be able to,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? I was talking to
Mm-hmm.
somebody one day, and they said, "How you gonna consider Sir Charles to be Southern Soul?" What is you saying? He started it. He started it off. So
Exactly.
it's just, but it's a time thing. It's a time.
Mm-hmm.
If you were born in 2000, you
Mm-hmm.
missed Sir Charles era. You know what I'm saying? You missed all that. By the time you 2017, 2018,
Mm-hmm.
1920, you done missed all of that was before,
All
and
of it.
all of it. You know what I'm saying? So unless your parents was real true to it and planted in the house, or you was at a
Mm-hmm.
just, it could have got by.
Missed
But
out.
they come from church, they don't know none of people, no way. They be
Mm-hmm.
talking about, I don't know, you know who the hell. It's bad out here,
You
man.
sure right.
It's bad out here. They don't know the hell they talking.
Lord.
Yeah.
But it definitely is that way, especially with this generation, And just think about even with like with me teaching at the high school level, the kids, they know it's funny. The kids know a lot of the 90s R&B, like they're going back, and it's because of TikTok that they're getting a chance to discover it. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to Southern Soul, their people is I lost my train of thought. Lord have mercy. Name song.
Oh, I'm
Cicely
sorry.
Wilmore.
This is Wilbur.
Uh
Yeah. King
uh
George.
King George,
Yeah, I
all
don't
of those
think
folks,
so.
those
Started
are
King
the
George.
those
Yeah,
are the blues artists that they know and play. And the
yeah.
kids talk about, oh, we gotta go to the trail ride. So it's
Right,
different with each generation, And
right.
like you said, if they don't hear their parents or their grandparents playing some of that older Southern soul, they definitely won't know. They
Right, right,
won't.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, there go one of my students now saying some, hey, my favorite teacher. Hey, Layla. Shouts out to Layla. But
Layla, I'm a man. Take
mm,
that ass off this
yeah.
thing.
But yes, what would you suggest, or what would be some advice that you would give some a young musician that's coming into the music industry? What kind of advice would you give them to have that longevity like you have?
I'm telling them to be careful of what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Stay independent as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the person that own their own stuff, they own their own music, they own their own publishing, they own their own master. They are the person
Mm-hmm.
that do it. It takes a little time. It takes a little more time that way, but your journey
Mm-hmm.
is steady and solid. Your foundation is solid. You just have to keep on grinding. You know what I'm saying? But be careful what you sign. I've seen people sign stuff and not really read it, and they sign
Mm-hmm.
stuff, bad contracts where they gotta pay booking agents money just to be on the phone every day, or they gotta pay them to go out of town, even if they're not doing any business for them. They still gotta foot the bill. All that kind of stuff. There's
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on. Some of these
It
people sign
is.
record label contracts, and they can't get out of them until the record label has recouped their money. And then every time they put out a record, the record label spend more money in them. The record label spend more
Mm-hmm.
money in them. So, and now, hey, you can't leave here until we recoup this $500,000 that we done spent on you.
Right.
So you pretty
Mm-hmm.
much there. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to do something, you can. You know,
Right.
they own you. You know what I'm saying? You own. You're their property until that contract
Mm-hmm.
is, you know, fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. And that's some great advice because a lot of young musicians, if they don't have anyone guiding them
Yeah,
or telling them the do's and the don'ts, they'll just put it out there.
yeah,
I've
exactly.
seen I've seen kids just constantly putting out their music, and they don't even know what a copyright is. They just putting it
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
So it's important that it's important that they have somebody to tell them. So listen, if there's any young musicians out there that's tuned in, there was some great advice. You need to take hold to that.
Well, I tell you what,
Great advice.
if you're in the Mississippi area, I would tell you to contact Camille King or Mike Fresona. Those are the only entertainment lawyers around here I know of.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the only entertainment law firm. I would say
Right.
leave them and let them at least get you where you on the right path. A,
That's
a,
right.
a 30-minute, 1 hour consultation with somebody like Camille or Mike and explain the copyright stuff, it could be
Mm-hmm.
a game changer. I wish I would have been able to have them in my corner when I first started, instead
Right.
of now, opposed to now, I say. I needed them 2008, 2000 of a Man was about to come out, 2000 it came out,
Mm-hmm.
2006 when we were recording it, that's when I needed them. It would have
Right.
made a difference, or some things I
A
wouldn't
lot
have
of
had.
difference.
Yeah, some things I wouldn't have to find out through, experience, and
Mm-hmm.
they could have been like, hey, don't do this right here. I'm like, okay, you know,
Right.
they missed the
Right.
time.
Sure. Right. Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless,
You
we are
sure right.
here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And like they say, experience is a good teacher, but
It
it sure
is.
would help if you didn't have to experience some of
Right.
the things.
But if you
Yeah.
do it, you'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Mm-hmm.
forget it.
So what's your favorite place that you like to perform? Do you have a favorite place
I
that
really
you get
don't.
excited about performing?
I really don't, but I'm gonna tell you, I guess I would say my favorite spot in Jackson is
Mhm.
definitely BD Blues. I
Oh
love the
yeah.
feel
Oh
of the
yeah.
place. I
I
love,
think we all love Beat the Street at this
yeah,
point.
I love the way, like, when I talked to Bo, he did all of that work himself. So he put
Mm-hmm.
his equity in there, but the way he laid that club out, and it feels so good, and the lights around there.
Yeah.
I said, "Ooh, let me hurry up and give me a photo shoot in here for anybody else come." I told Michelle, I said, "I'm finna be the first one to do a photo shoot here, baby." I went in there, got
I
every
know
color.
that's right.
Yep,
Yeah, it definitely has a great vibe for live music.
it does. It does. Yeah, Beatty Street is the featured backdrop for the Juke EP. All of the single pictures and the
Uh-huh.
cover and all that was done at Beatty Street.
Wow. Wow.
I love
That
that. I
is
love
so
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
When we pull up and I see that light, I just kind of start
You
smiling. I say,
already know where you're going.
yeah, uh-huh. And then
Oh
he
yeah.
the drummer already there, you
Hmm.
just come in and set up and just play. Yeah, man. I love it.
Right. Right. And I think blues artists are excited when they see a new blues club come on the scene. And,
Yeah.
and I really feel like that Beat Street will have that long lasting. I think
Oh, they got
it's not going anywhere. Put it like that.
because
It's not going anywhere.
there are only two blues clubs in Jackson. Beatty Street Blues and
Mm-hmm.
F on Court. So if they keep it like they
Uh-huh.
got it, Beatty Street Blues closes, F Jones is open. And they're right,
That's
less than
right.
maybe an hour from each other. So I think that's great for the blues world in this city
Oh
because
yeah.
sometimes you're not ready to go home at 12. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't get out until
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Frank Jones got you. You know what I mean? Do you like
That's
late
right.
crowd?
And they've been a Frank Jones Corner been around a long time.
16 years. We started
Mm.
playing we started playing at Frank Jones Corner before 930 Blues Cafe shut down.
Mm-hmm.
We took took our membership over to F. Jones, and we started playing
Mm-hmm.
F. Jones 08, 09, somewhere right there, maybe 2010. In 16 years they've been in business.
Wow. Wow. Well, shouts out to Beatty Street. We see y'all out there and Frank
Yeah,
Jones Corner.
yeah, yes, yes.
Wow. Wow.
Both of those places are magical.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Jones Corner, I love it. I remember back in the day when we first started playing it, I was
Mm-hmm.
just amazed to see people would be coming in there at midnight. And I remember
They late.
our very first
Uh-huh.
night, and it was packed at midnight. People were everywhere. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And they stayed there till
Wow.
4 o'clock in the morning. More people came in, people out on the patio, people hanging out on the bar. I was like, wow, Jeff Jones used to really, really, really go in back in the day. This is
Wow.
kind of
It's
died
kind of
down
calm now.
a little bit. It ain't always calm, but it's still crunk in there. But it ain't like it used to be. It used to be wild.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. But when it comes to like different clubs and everything, like they don't have a history or any type of violence, but I think what's stopping a lot of people from coming out to like some of the clubs and festivals, some people are really kind of scared coming out with all of the,
Yeah.
gun
Public
violence and stuff.
mass shooters and stuff like that. Yeah, we living in a perilous time. Like we living on almost living on the edge. Like at any moment, some chaos can erupt.
Yes.
And I think people are feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
Tension. Yeah. This is
Yeah, it is.
average.
It's definitely a
Yeah.
lot of tension.
And
Wow.
people feel it. So yeah. And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
love going to Europe because everything's so cool and chill. You don't feel that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think my
You
next
just
time,
walking out on the street. You don't worry
and
about nobody coming to hit you in the back of the head.
right. I told my son the next time I go over there, I might stay. And he said,
Oh,
"Well,
okay.
I'm like, well, come on, cook."
Hmm. And then
So I'm
these days you don't have to worry about the we worried about the food crisis over here with all these
see,
recalls.
exactly. And half our food over here been banned over there for years anyway. They've been
Sure
trying to kill
has.
us over here.
Sure
You go over
has.
there, you eat differently.
Hmm.
Uh, and you see it. Like if you stay over there any amount of time, like I used to do cruise ships, and we would be
Hmm.
over there in different countries, sometimes 4 or 5 months. Well, I come
Hmm.
back, I was little skinny. People call me crackhead. No, I'm just not eating bullshit over here. You know what I'm saying? And let me get back over here, start back eating it, then I'm gonna pull back up. You know what I'm saying? But the food is so much better over there. You can eat McDonald's and not feel bloated. Like I don't
Uh-huh.
eat McDonald's
I,
that time
I
of the year.
Yeah, when me and my mom went to Cannes, France over there when I performed, we was there a little over a week, and I promise you, I lost 12 pounds, and it was
Exactly.
it was seriously the food because you wasn't eating any type of
Right.
trash, and everywhere
Right.
you went, you walked,
Yep. And your
so
body
it
can
was
recognize
easy.
what you're consuming, so it knows how to process it.
Mhm.
But then a lot of stuff that
Right?
they put in our food, like additives and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
it just sits in your body because your body don't know what to do
all
with
the
it.
hormones and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, all that stuff.
yeah.
Your body it just sits there. And unless you working out like all day, every day,
Hmm.
yeah, you burn it
Yeah.
off.
Right, right. Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
but
So what's your favorite place overseas?
oh wow, in Europe or where?
Either where,
Anyway,
anywhere.
I would say my favorite my favorite place is going to be Cape Verde, Africa,
Hmm.
because that was my first time in Africa, and so that place right there will always be dear to my heart. When we would getting ready to land, and we pulled up on that river and all of that beautiful scenery. I was like, oh man, it's just so beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would say that's probably my favorite spot. Yeah, Cape Verde. Or
Wow.
Rotterdam. Rotterdam. I love Rotterdam. The hot down. I love Rotterdam. Not doing Amsterdam,
Wow.
but Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend in
Oh yeah.
Rotterdam. Oh, they love us over there.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Well, at the end of my show, I always like to do this like fun uh fast question thing where you got to give me a fast answer. So whatever come off the top of your head after I ask you the
Oh,
question.
you may not want to do that
Oh
with me now.
yeah.
You know me. Be careful.
All right. So here we go. Favorite blues song of all time.
Oh, love.
Okay. See, he did that one quick. Okay. All right. Favorite blues guitarist.
Wow.
That one hard.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I'm gonna go with Gary Moore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Gary Moore.
Gary Moore. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you prefer vinyl or music streaming?
Me personally, I prefer streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I prefer streaming. I like the convenience of streaming.
Uh-huh. They just need to get better with like the
Paying
financial.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah. They rip us off now. Well,
Yeah,
you
they
can thank
rip us out.
Spotify paved the way.
You
But
can get
yeah,
that music out there real good and quick, but that Lord
you ain't gonna get but a penny for half a penny. How do you?
half a penny.
And they don't even make pennies no more. That's what this is.
All right. All right. Juke joint or a large festival?
To be or to perform.
To perform.
To perform large festival.
Mm-hmm.
To attend.
Okay. See, no one has ever said that one, so that's good. That's good. All right. One word that describes the blues.
Captivating.
Captivating. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. What song instantly puts you in a good mood?
Kickback by Stevie J.
All right. All right. And if your life had a blues title, what would it be?
Oh wow. The strings of struggling success.
That's a good one. The
Yeah.
strings of struggle and success.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Wow. Well, first of all, let everyone know where they can find your music, how they can get in touch with you, all of that good stuff.
I'll let you know you're dealing with a heavyweight over here now. You can find my music anywhere that they are streaming, any online retailers, streaming services via Spotify, YouTube, what is it? iTunes, iHeartRadio, whatever you listen to, wherever you go, just Google Stevie J Blues. You could even tell Alexa, "Hey, play some Stevie J Blues. Play some." What's the other one?
That is awesome.
It's Alexa and who's the other? Siri. Play Stevie J Blues. Stevie J Blues gonna start playing something.
Okay. And if someone wants to book you, who do they need to contact?
You go to the website, www.steviejblues.com. Emerald Tiger Management is our management company, or you can call Miss Trisha Dates in Vicksburg, Mississippi. She handles our stuff, or you can call Courtney Fazell. She handles our stuff, or you can call me. You can do it all.
Okay, call the whole team. The whole team.
Anybody, somebody book that date. Whoever get on the phone. Yeah. And now if you call, some of them you call and be a little higher price, so tread lightly.
Don't tell them that. Don't even tell them that. Just go ahead on. Make the call.
Make the call. One call. That's
Look,
all.
your choice. Your choice of who
Right.
you want to call.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Steve, we thank you so much for coming on Blues Talk with the Duchess. We have had a great time. A great time.
Always talking to you, friend. I
Oh
always enjoy
yeah.
talking to you.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm so proud of you and all your success. I've been following you. I said, look at her right there. She getting it. Yeah. I saw you down
I'm
there.
getting it now.
I saw you down there. I said, look at her. Look at her. I got a song for you blow up and then like, oh, I need 20,000 to write something.
Oh wow.
I gotta get a song from you quick.
Before that 20,000 price tag come, huh?
Yeah, before you put that 20,000 price tag on me. Steve, I'm gonna need
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. Thank you all for tuning in. To everyone that was there in the chat. Thank you all from everyone that's on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you guys for supporting the show and being a part of the show on tonight. And bless all of you all. Be careful out there. And until next time, the Duchess is out. See y'all later. See you later, Stevie.
Thanks for having me.